Yun, the first film, Rashomon, directed by Akira Kurosawa, is all about a crime involving a samurai, his wife, and a bandit. The story is told through different characters who all describe the same event, but each version is different. Because of this, the audience is left unsure about what really happened. The film focuses on the idea that truth can be subjective and that people change stories based on their own perspective and emotion. Yun, the second movie naman is Amelie. Amelie is directed by Jean-Pierre Jeunet. The movie is all about a shy young woman named Amélie Poulain. Yon, Amélie Poulain, who lives in Paris. She decided to secretly help people around her, and by doing small acts of kindness. Through helping others, she slowly learned how to open herself up to the world and find happiness for herself. The film highlighted imagination, kindness, and the beauty of everyday life. Yun lang. Director of Rashomon is Akira Kurosawa, who is considered one of the greatest filmmaker of history of cinema. He started his career in Japan and became known for storytelling, deep themes, and innovative camera techniques. Kurosawa often explored human nature, morality, and truth in his films. His work influenced many famous Western directors, and Rashomon played a major role in introducing Japanese cinema in international audience. His contribution to filmography is his powerful narrative style, and his influence on global filmmaking. The second movie is Amélie. Amélie is directed by Jean-Pierre Jeunet, a French filmmaker known for his creative and imaginative style. He often combines fantasy with everyday life and focuses on emotions and visual storytelling. Jeunet is known for his use of bright colors, unique camera techniques, and playful editing. His contribution to filmography lies in creating visual distinctive films that feel magical while still telling human and relatable stories. In Rashomon, the film was shot using a natural lighting, strong contrast, and long takes. Many scenes were filmed outdoors, especially in the forest, using sunlight and shadows to create a sense of mystery and confusion. One unique technique used by Akira Kurosawa was filming directly towards the sun, which was very unusual at that time. The editing shows the same event multiple times from different perspectives. This repetition supports the story by showing how each character tells a different version of the truth. The visual appeal in Rashomon is simple but powerful. The use of light and shadow reflects uncertainty and moral ambiguity. And yes, the visual and editing were effective because they helped the audience feel confused and unsure just like the characters. And in Amelie, the film uses bright and warm colors such as red, green, and yellow. The camera movements are smooth and sometimes playful, and the editing is fast in certain scenes to show Amelie's thought and imagination. Close-up shots often used to focus on emotions, while wide shots show the beauty of Paris. The editing style helped make the film feel lively, magical, and personal. And the visual appeal in Amelie strongly supports the story's theme of joy and imagination. And yes, the visual and editing were effective because they made the audience feel connected to Amelie's emotion and her inner world. In Rashomon, the first shot that made me a great impact on me is the forest scene where the characters walk through the trees. This scene uses sunlight and shadows as an important art elements. The sunlight passing through the leaves creates strong contrast which represent confusion and uncertainty. The lines formed by the trees guide the viewer's eyes and add tensions. The scene was effective because it visually shows how unclear and unstable the truth is. Emotionally, it made me feel uneasy and unsure about what really happened. The second impactful shot in Rashomon is the testimony scene, where each character tells their story by the different version. The composition of The composition and balance in their shot focuses attention on the speaker, making them appear confident and believable. The framing isolate the characters, emphasizing their personal perspective. This was memorable because it shows how people shape their own version of the truth. Personally, it made me reflect on how unreliable human memory can be. In Amelie, the first shot that stood out to me is when Amelie secretly helps people. The scene uses warm color like red, green, and yun lang pala, red and green lang, which create a feeling of kindness and comfort. The soft lighting and smooth camera movement make moment feel gentle and positive. This shot was effective because it visually communicates happiness without needing much dialogue. Emotionally, it made me feel hopeful and inspired. And the second impactful shot in Amelie is the close-up shots of Amelie's face. This shot used emphasis as a design principle by focusing closely on her expressions. The shallow background keeps attention on her emotion. This scene was memorable because it made her character feel real and relatable. Personally, it made me feel connected to her inner thoughts and struggles. Yun. After watching both movies, there are clear similarities and difference between Rashomon and Amelie. One similarity is that both film focuses on human experiences and emotions. Rashomon explores how people think, lie, and remember, while Amelie explores kindness, loneliness, and happiness. Another similarity is both films rely heavily on visual storytelling instead of explaining everything through dialogues. Both directors use cinematography, framings, and editing to express meaningful and emotions. However, there are also clear differences. One major difference is the tone of the films. Rashomon is serious, dark, and philosophical, and while Amelie naman is light, colorful, and joyful. Another difference is the theme. Rashomon focuses on truth, morality, and conflict, while Amelie naman is focused on love, kindness, and personal growth. Yes, it is possible to make films that have strong impact without heavy dependence on CGI and visual effects. Rashomon and Amelie clearly shows that powerful storytelling, strong direction, and creative cinematography can deeply engage audience. This film rely on emotion, themes, and visual composition rather than technology. Rashomon uses simple settings, lighting, and editing to communicate complex idea about truth and human nature. Amelie uses color, camera movement, and editing to create a unique mood without needing advanced CGI. This showed that film can still be meaningful and memorable as long as the story, visual, and emotions are well crafted. Yun. My honest opinion is that both films were good, but they felt very new and different to me because I am not really someone who likes to watch movie. I do not usually spend a lot of time watching movies, especially ones that are not mainstream. So this experience was outside of my comfort zone. So let's start. Rashomon was challenging for me to watch because it required a lot of focus and thinking. The repeated scenes and different perspectives were confusing at first, and it was slower than the movies that I'm familiar with. However, as I continued watching, I understood its message about truth and human behavior, and I appreciate how meaningful and thought-provoking it was. Amelie was easier for me to watch and enjoy. Even though I am not a movie watcher, the film kept my interest because of its colorful visual, creative storytelling, and warm atmosphere. It felt relaxing and pleasant, which made it less tiring to watch. The character of Amelie Poulain is also made the film more engaging. Overall, even though I am not fan of watching movies, I can say that both movies were good in their own ways. They helped me appreciate different style of filmmaking and showed me that movies can still be meaningful and enjoyable even someone who does not usually watch films. Yun.